We have some sad news to report tonight about a former member of our News Channel 5 family. Tony Gaskins passed away this morning.
News Channel 5's Leon Bibb joins us now. And Leon, we all worked with Tony, and what a shock to get this news today.
What a shock it was when it came over the phone today. I talked to family members, and it was indeed a shock. Very much loved he was, Tony Gaskins. You know, for 18 years, Tony worked here offering news reports from this very studio or from the scene where the story unfolded. When you watch News Channel 5 newscasts, you saw and heard Tony. He died today of an apparent heart attack. He was a general assignment reporter who always got the story. He covered all kinds of stories: hard news, political news, feature stories. Tony Gaskins fit the bill. He joined News Channel 5 in 1988. For the next 18 years, he covered every manner of story in Northeast Ohio.
To see the progress made here.
Tony Gaskins later went to work for Cleveland City Hall, hosting shows on its cable operation. He always delivered. He was an Emmy Award-winning reporter. When we at News Channel 5 learned of the death of our friend Tony, we went into the archives to hear again that golden bass baritone voice.
As one manager put it, it's not a total loss if you learn something in the process. This team has lost gracefully, but they expect to win next year in the very same fashion. Reporting from Cleveland, Tony Gaskins, News Channel 5.
At age 56, Tony Gaskins died of an apparent heart attack. Because of television, his recorded images and voice are still there. But our friend, the man, Tony Gaskins, has passed on, leaving a career of work at News Channel 5 and at TV 20 at City Hall, which still speaks to the kind of man he was as he delivered the news to Northeast Ohio. Tony's brother, Bill Gaskins, told me that Tony and the family had often talked of organ donation. Tony's kidneys are already bound for 2 recipients who are in desperate need of kidneys. Bill Gaskins also said the family, his and Tony's mother, Tony's son, and others would have a memorial service in Cleveland at a later date. One more thing, Tony always signed off his television news reports in a very specific way. It was always Tony Gaskins, News Channel 5, with his vocal emphasis on that, in that bass voice on the word news. That was Tony Gaskins. He was 56.
Well, we are all remembering him so fondly. He was so kind. He had such a great sense of humor. And I always think of how smooth and really unflappable he was.
Yeah.
No matter what you threw at him in the field, he really handled it so professionally and was just such a great human being.
And covered everything from presidential visits to crime on the streets to fires, City Hall, whatever it was. Tony handled it.
And he handled that voice, and I think you hit it on the head there.
Yeah.
That voice, that signature bass baritone voice, that was only Tony's.
The best in the business.
News Channel 5.
Yeah. Thanks, Leon.
Tony Gaskins.